Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Thank you all to the new subscribers. Thank you all for showing your support by liking the videos, commenting, and sharing the videos as well. If you are new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. And if you are subscribed, please make sure you're still subscribed. OneLove now has memberships available. There are 2 tiers you can join under. The first tier is called the OneLove Fam. The perks you will receive are loyalty badges, custom emojis, and priority replies to comments. The second tier is called the Lovely Crew. The perks you will receive are loyalty badges, custom emojis, priority replies to comments, and member shoutouts. More perks will be added down the road. Please feel free to hit the join button. Hello my lovelies, I hope you all are doing well on this Wednesday. We're going to be tuning in to a couple of lives that Olivia has done. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right in.
Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Liv and I'm back with another one. We are suited and booted, okay? It is Sunday. It is Robin's birthday. Okay, we're gonna have her birthday party. Got her gifts right here. I gotta go to Costco, pick up the cake. All the kids are in the car. We're running late. Not late, but like we're running like we gotta go. So we're leaving right now. Say hey. Hey. And I'll see you guys in the car, okay? Okay, we're leaving. Everybody say hi. Hi. It's Robin's birthday. We're at Costco picking up the cake. It's kind of chilly out here today, y'all. I got my big me in, and we're getting the cake. I'm so hungry too, oh my god. Hello, I'm here to pick up a cake. Olivia Johnson. I need some damn lip stuff on. Ooh. See your cake. Here's her cake, y'all. That's a spider. It's so cute. I know, for real. No touching the cupcake. Your hands are dirty. Don't touch it. This is so cute. Yeah?
So Olivia is playing music right here, but this is her birthday party that she said that she had for Robin. It looked like it's a scary movie type theme, like Halloween type theme. I guess Robin is into scary stuff, but yeah. But I'm curious as to who are these other children that we're going to see coming up shortly. But as far as the gifts that Olivia has showed prior to her coming here, that didn't seem like a lot of gifts she had got Robin. She had like a couple of bags and something wrapped up, but I don't know. Look at these gifts. She got a cup. I don't know what this is. What is that? But see these other kids that's showing, because at first that little girl I thought was Ryan at first. I'm like, no, that's not Ryan. But there look like there are 2 additional kids at this party. So I don't know who these kids are. But Olivia definitely made it seem like she was going to have like this extravagant party. And I'm looking at these gifts. They look very simple. Like Robin just throwing them on the ground. Like you got shirts, a coffee. I mean, not a coffee, a cup. Like really basic stuff. And this is what I be saying with Olivia. Like she just does the bare minimum when it comes to her children. But yet, when it comes to her, she's spending hundreds of dollars on perfume. You know, she's buying stuff from TikTok. She's buying stuff from all these other places. Like, she makes sure she has all the things she wants. But when it comes to her children, like, she just do bare minimum. I just don't understand it.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Robin. Happy birthday to you. Woo! Okay, take time. You almost a teenager.
Okay, so I had to go back and blow up the screen so I could really see what all she got. So it looked like Robin got a birthday card. There was a Starbucks gift card on the inside. She got what I could tell, because there were boxes laying on the seating area where Robin was sitting. I couldn't see everything, but it did look like she got a science kit. She got a cup. She got some kind of little, I don't know if it was a little purse, but there was money on the inside. It kind of gave the vibe like how Gerard and Nisha had did the kids for this past Christmas. You know how Christian, he had opened something and he was counting his money. Yeah, it was giving that vibe, like Olivia was trying to bite off of what they did. So she got some money. Looked like she got like maybe some little bracelets, some shirts, some beanie hats. But I mean, I guess I just feel like, again, Olivia she doesn't put a lot of thought into her children. But there were actually 5 additional children at this party. You could see them sitting at the table when they were singing happy birthday to Robin. I don't know who these additional 2 black women that were there. I don't know if they were neighbors. I mean, we know Olivia don't talk to a lot of people, so I'm assuming that these other kids that were there were actually kids that Olivia's children play with around in the apartments. So these could be neighbors that attended this party. Who knows? But I don't know why it took Olivia this long to put this out, because it was a very short video, like 8 minutes long. So I don't know. I think it's weird that she waited this long, over almost a month. She waited to release this birthday vlog.
Hey y'all, what's up? Okay, so it is the next day. I know. We didn't really get to talk yesterday, but I'm home. The kids are watching something. We just dropped AJ off at school, and I'm doing laundry. Sorry, I'm doing laundry. I think I know Robin had a really good birthday, and shout out to Jen. Shout out to everyone who came and just everything. It was just such a great birthday for her. She loved it. And yeah, so that was my baby's birthday. Her birthday is actually on Thursday, coming up in a couple days. I don't know what's been up with me. I've just been out of it. I don't know. And there's so much going on in my life. So much going on in my life, but I don't indulge anymore with you guys for real. So that's why I'd be like, why am I even vlogging? I don't tell you guys shit. But anyway, whether or not I tell you shit or not, just know I have a lot going on. My life is all over the place, as it always is. But it's good. I'm good. I'm happy. The kids are happy. We're chilling. Robin's birthday's on Thursday. I'm gonna take them somewhere. We have a full week pack. They're on fall break this week, and they're staying with me. So we have a really fun week planned. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I know it wasn't too much, just because I wasn't picking up the camera. I was just more in the moment. I didn't even go live at her birthday party because I was just in the moment, There's something about just being in the moment with the people around you, and I prefer it. I don't know, it's you guys, I'm trying to vlog too, because I'm I want to relight my passion for this shit. But honestly, I don't know if I'm kind of swaying more towards just living my life and not having the camera in my face. You know what I mean? I don't know. But anyway, I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, and I'll see you guys when I see you guys.
So I'm trying to figure out, why did she give a shout out to Jen? Is Jen black? I could have sworn Jen was a white woman. Is Jen one of the ones that was at the party? I'm confused. But she did say shout out to everyone else who came. So y'all let me know, because I don't know if Jen is black or white. But that's interesting that she gave a shout out to Jen. Was Jen the one who set everything up? You didn't do that yourself? I'm so confused. But as far as Olivia saying how she doesn't really vlog because she doesn't want to really indulge in letting people into what's really going on in her life. I mean, I just find it interesting because Olivia picks and chooses what she wants people to know. So it's cool for you to let people know all the different random men you got coming in and out of your home. That's more important than you showing other things that's going on in your day to day. I mean, you're pretty much showing it through your live streams, but really what Olivia is saying is the really important things that are actually going on behind the scenes in Olivia's life, she doesn't want that to be made known because it's worse than Olivia is making it seem. There's a lot definitely going on in Olivia's life, but she doesn't want people to be made aware of how bad it really is. So she's trying to hide that part of her life, which is why she doesn't want to vlog. But I do feel that it's interesting too that, when it comes to stuff like, this whole I'm homeless and, I'm about to be evicted, she'll use those type of conversations because there's something that she wants to get from it. Sympathy, she wants to get money, all the things. But Olivia can't be real. Therefore, she can't vlog. But that was pretty much all for this little short birthday vlog that she finally posted. So let's move on to the next live.
So I went over here to get a shift. I didn't get one, but I still got paid for one. So we just have to drive home, and I'm gonna actually get back on the treadmill. I'm gonna put this chicken in for dinner. And then, do I still have rice? Didn't I make rice? I think I still have rice, but yeah, if so, the babies will have chicken and rice tonight. I'll have chicken and some type of veggie. Oh, I still have broccoli. I'm gonna make some broccoli. More broccoli and Brussels sprouts. That sounds pretty good.
In 2 miles, use the second from the right lane to take the Texas 360 South exit toward FAA Road, Arlington.
Okay. Alright, we're good. I wanted to end that because I know how to get home after that. I need to learn these freeways. Like, I need to learn them, like, hella good. Like, I should already know these motherfucking freeways by now. You would think so. But I don't. Oh, I need to go over there? No, stay right here. Okay, so I'm gonna put that chicken in the oven, then I'm gonna hop back on the treadmill. Right now, I just want to sweat, so I'm gonna put my sweatsuit on because I'm trying to sweat all this shit out of my body. A shift, yes, a shift. You got a job? Yeah, I've been had a job.
Olivia is saying I've been had a job. Like, this girl been working for months. From my understanding, Olivia just started her Amazon Flex job a week ago. So I don't know why she's trying to make it seem like she's been working way longer than that.
Yeah, I'm back on it, y'all. And every single day is supposed to teach y'all something new, about yourself, about life, whatnot. And I felt like these last couple months have taught me to not play about me anymore. Like, don't play about me at all. Like, I don't have to compromise my self-worth and who I have become as a woman. Like, I don't have to compromise that for a good time, for, a conversation, for good dick, for anything. Like, I don't have to compromise myself. And that's really what these last couple months have taught me.
Girl, what? Oh my gosh. Olivia, girl. Look, you would be better off just saying, you know what, I've been listening to OneLove, and she really has been saying some things that's been making me think. And, I really do agree with what she's saying. It would make more sense if you just spoke in that way, because obviously you're listening. But girl, did you not hear what just came out of your mouth? First off, not you trying to talk to your audience by saying that you should be learning from basically life experiences every day. Girl, what have you learned? How are you showing up every day representing this statement that you just made? Because although what you said is true, you should be learning every day from, what life is showing you on a daily. You don't show that. You continue to repeat the same poor choices, the same poor behaviors, and you're distributing like the same version of yourself that we keep seeing. Where is the growth? Where is this elevation that you keep speaking about? Because you love using these words. You love how it sounds when you speak it. But once again, it's missing in action when it comes to you because you keep showing up the same way. And so for you to say, I have learned these past 2 months not to compromise myself, not to compromise my self-worth. Let's just stop there. You've learned these past 2 months not to compromise your self-worth, but yet you was just on here talking about how people are mad because you have a roster. Like, girl, which one is it? Are you, like, happy about the fact that you got a list of men that you can call on when you want to entertain them, or you want a man to entertain you? Like, can you please make this make sense? You was literally thinking just 2.5 seconds ago that you was that girl because you have a roster. Because you was just entertaining another man. Remember Thursday night? This is what you said. But now you coming on here a few days later talking about you have learned these past 2 months not to compromise your self-worth. Once again, Olivia, you need to look up what self-worth means, because you love to use the words that come out of my mouth, but you don't have full understanding of these words. You're a whole contradiction just in this one point alone that I'm making in regards to what you just said you learned these past 2 months ago. Then you said, I have learned 2 months ago to not compromise myself when it comes to conversations. What? So you're having certain types of conversations with these guys that's making you compromise yourself? How? Is it the conversation that we heard over on TikTok that you was having with Chris Sales, where you let it all hang out, how you get down and how you really are behind the scenes with these guys you're meeting, and you don't know nothing about them, and you welcome them with open arms into your home around your innocent children? So what? You feeling a certain way because you're having these type of conversations that's giving these men access to you so quickly? Like, what kind of conversations are you talking about that you feel you have compromised yourself on? And then you said, I have learned these past 2 months not to compromise myself when it comes to getting the D. Girl, compromising yourself. I mean, it sounds good, but are you really compromising yourself, Olivia? Or are you being who you are? There's a difference. Because, see, compromising is when you are pretty much putting yourself in a situation that you really don't want to be in, but you do it anyway. And you've let the people know multiple times, this is what you like. And you should be able to do what you want because it's your body and it's your life and you're grown, right? So are we really compromising ourselves for the D? Or are you just doing you? Girl, but you learned. So we're going to see how far this knowledge goes that you have acquired these past couple of months.
And I feel like if I actually stick to that and I change my ways when it comes to that, I feel like God will bless me no matter what. So yeah, that's what we finna do. Because, yeah. When it comes to, thank you, Brandy. When it comes to like elevation and like bossing up and shit, you can't lower yourself to other people's levels. Like, especially if you're called to keep leveling up, that's what you have to do. And you have to handle people accordingly at what level you're at. You feel me?
So Olivia is saying that if she continues down this path of not compromising her self-worth, not compromising her conversations, question mark, and not compromising herself when it comes to the D, that she believes God will bless her with everything. Olivia, once again, you sound very ignorant. And once again, you show that you really don't know how this works. Like, God is not some genie in the bottle that you call up on when you want to be blessed or you want something positive to go your way. You don't just stop doing what you're doing for 2 seconds and think if you press the button, God is going to bless you. That's not how that works. God is no fool. God sees you. He knows you. He knows you better than you know yourself, girl. God is looking for authenticity. He's looking for real. He knows when someone is using him, and he knows when someone is actually surrendering and they are making a decision to truly turn their life around. This is how this works. This is not a game. This is not, using God as, a little magical button that you can push whenever you want. Because it just gets on my nerves with you. And I know you do it intentionally because you know it bothers people when you do this. But for you to come on here and act a complete fool and act ratchet and be gutter and nasty and treat your children the way you do and talk reckless on people the way you do and flaunt your sexuality in the way that you do, trying to promote promiscuity as if that is normal and there's nothing wrong with it. For you to do all of these things 1 minute and then in the next you want to conjure up God in your conversation, lets me know that you're just over there talking to be talking and you have no clue what you're talking about. See, it's more to it than just speaking on God and hoping and praying that God is going to bless you. It's a complete transformation that God is looking for when it comes to your life. And like I said, you can't fool God, you can't manipulate God, you can't get over on God. Like he got you, girl. He knows exactly what you're going to do before you even do it. So you trying to have these little TED Talk conversations over there, it's making you look again like a fool. Because people see you. We see how you're moving. We see how you scam the people. You lie all the time. You want to say the next woman is trying to get sympathy, but you milk your audience like it ain't nothing to you to do so. Because you don't care who you hurt. You don't care who you lie to. As long as you can get what you want when you want it, that's the route you take. It's very gross watching how you move. And then you want to turn around and put Yahweh's name in your mouth. You want to speak on the creator of all things as if your heart and your spirit aligns with being able to even speak on him. Your heart is wicked. You've got a filthy, vulgar, disgusting mouth. And you want to utter God's name in that same mouth, Olivia? Girl, bye. And then you have the nerve to talk about not lowering yourself to other people's levels. Olivia, do you not realize how low of a person you are? You are very low. And I don't say that to throw jabs at you or to be mean. You really are a very low person. The things that have come out of your mouth, the things you are willing to do to people, it is very low. So for you to try to make it seem like you're not wanting to subject yourself to going to a lower level with people. Like, girl, how could you go any lower? How could somebody influence you to go even lower than what you've already displayed on this internet for years? Like, that is crazy to me that you still, some kind of way, try to convince people that you are this good-hearted person and you only act out the way you do because people make you do it. Like, girl, nobody can make you do and say anything unless you truly want to do it. Oh my gosh.
And oh, there's traffic on this freeway. Like, people are such haters, and it's the ones who there's no elevation. You feel me? People will never change. They just want to continue to drag you down where they're at. You feel me? So, no. I'm excited. I'm excited for this month ahead of me. I'm excited to get back on my shit. Get back on my boring shit. Elevation. Yeah, let's do that.
I could have moved on from this, but I just have to ask again. Because Olivia is really not answering the question. I just really need her to explain it in a way where it just makes complete and total sense. But I really need for you, Olivia, to explain to us, what is it about your life that makes us jealous? What is it about your life that makes us haters? Like, please. I really need to understand this, because I think it is extremely weird that we see your life literally in shambles, and yet you some kind of way convinced yourself that we're jealous of you, that we are haters. I just really want you to just make it plain. Make it plain, make it clear. Like, don't leave nothing out. Like, really just tell us, why should we be jealous of you, and why do you consider us haters? Because I can't understand it. I'm watching your life just like everybody else is seeing your life, and I don't see anything going on that would make me jealous or envious of what you got going on. I don't understand it.
I just want to get through this year. I want to get through this year, and I really want to start a whole bunch more shit next year. Like, starting in January. So, but I gotta finish this year out strong. I can't worry about shit. I can't depend on people to mature. The boring shit always brings success. 100%. It really does. It really does. And I feel like once I get to where I need to be, it's just on and popping from there. You feel me? So I be stressing out on this court shit and everything, but God is in control, and God I don't need to stress. There's no reason for me to stress. Like, no matter what a motherfucker tries to do to me, like, there's no need to stress, especially when people are just coming from bad, like, when they have bad intentions, you know, evil intentions. They're not gonna win. People like that never win. Never. So there's no reason for me to stress. I'm happy that all my haters saw me back on my shit today. Y'all watching? Keep watching, okay? Keep watching. Hopefully I motivate people to get back on the treadmill themselves and work out, because people need to, okay? Hope I motivate everybody. That's what real influencers do. You feel me? And, you know, y'all, I'm not ashamed of nothing. I'm not ashamed that I've gained 20 pounds. It is what it is, you know? Life comes and life goes, and shit. It is what it is.
Per usual, she's talking about Gerard, and it's like, Olivia, for you to keep making it seem like Gerard is the one who is being immature in this whole situation. It's like I know what it is, but it's like I just don't like the fact that you keep trying to make it seem like you are so innocent in all of this. Like, you are very much immature yourself. And it's a lot of immaturity going around. And for you to want to point the finger over Gerard's way to make it seem like you're in this situation because of him, it's like, girl, at what point are you going to get some accountability? It's like, girl, you are just too old to be always blaming everybody else. But you want to turn around and say that if you make some changes in your life, then God is going to bless you. But you're not willing to make the changes. Because in order for you to really make the necessary changes for God to bless you, you would literally have to do a complete 180 in your own life. Not blaming everybody for why you are the way you are, but actually taking a deep dive, taking a deep look into your own self and recognize where you yourself have gone wrong, the mistakes you have made, the things that you have done that you should not have done, you being the person that you are because that is what's in you and that's what you choose to be, until you really come to a full truth within yourself and take some accountability, you're not going to change. Like, do you not get that, Olivia? Like, you're not going to receive what it is you're looking for until you make those changes in your own life.
Go see, go. Go see, go. Let's start the new year fresh. You know the vibes, period. Yes, 100%. Yeah, we're starting the new year off strong. For real, for real. Because I want to do a lot of stuff in the new year. I want to do a lot of stuff. Like, I want to start collabing with different people. I want to start my music back up. I want to do a bunch of stuff. I'm not even going to get into it, but I want to do a bunch of stuff. You know, I wish I could tell you guys some stuff, but I can't. Like, there's no point. I'm just, there's, no. I do need to stand my ground, and I need to just treat people the way that they treat me. Okay, and that's just all there is to it. That's just it. You know, I'm going to say this, it does have to do with my kids. I always try to be a working co-parent in the situation with my children. I always try my best, but it never ends up working. So, fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, I have to, it's just, no.
Now, Olivia, you know that is a lie. You have not always been the one to try to co-parent. You just recently have been trying to co-parent with Gerard, but it has not always been this way. And now you're making up your own rule when it comes to treating how you should treat people, because it's very clear that we're supposed to treat people the way we want to be treated. But instead, you turn around and say, well, I'm going to treat people the way they treat me. This right here is another indicator as to why you are not blessed. Because you're always trying to do things your way instead of doing things the right way, which is God's way. That's what the Bible says. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Not what you just said over there, girl.
It's like I said in the beginning of this live. Some people will never elevate out of the shit that they're going through. So of course, instead of elevating, they're just going to continue to pull them into the destruction that they're in. You know what I mean? Like, and that's just all there is to it. So I'm not going, no.
Girl, if you don't stop coming over here trying to hijack the things that I say over here and passing it off as your own wisdom, girl, stop it. This is what I said about you. Once again, Like, girl, now you trying to talk about somebody's life going into destruction because I said that the path you're on is leading you into destruction. Like, girl, no, you did not. Ma'am, if you're going to be over here listening, can you please apply what I'm saying over here to your life instead of trying to take it and pass it off like you're doing these things and you know what you're talking about? Like, girl, stop it.
No. So if that means that I have to, I'm cutting people out 100%, then that's just all there is to it. I don't care. I'm already going to court for what I need to go to court for. God will handle the rest. And that's just all there is to it. You know, in certain situations, no, you cannot co-parent with the other parent. No, you cannot. No, you cannot. It is what it is. Unfortunately, that's my situation. She said no more drinking and no more roster. No more, none of that. But anyway, I will always pray for my own situation and want the best for my babies. But I feel like I have a good understanding of the situation, and God will just, I gotta co-parent with God, okay? And that's just all there is to it. You know, I'm gonna pray for everyone involved, and I'm gonna move the fuck on, because you know, the absolute moment that I let the devil in, the devil took control. You know what I mean? And not even just the devil. I'm not just saying just the devil. I don't know how else to explain it. The cancer, the sickness, the dirtiness, I don't know. But whenever you let that type of stuff into your life, it takes over. And if it doesn't take over, it comes and it leaves like residue every fucking where. You know what I mean? Like, So, I understand the situation. I'm cool with it. I'm going to continue to do what I need to do for me and my babies. And that's just all there is to it.
You know, what's very telling about what Olivia is saying right here is, number one, she's definitely listening. Okay? Very much listening over here. Secondly, I think it's interesting that she said that she will pray for her own situation. I really believe Olivia takes offense to the fact that not only do I call out her situation, but I speak on the severity of the situation to the point where I call people to pray for her babies. So this is why here recently she's been talking about how, you know, people need to watch their children like a hawk. This is why she's saying right here that she can pray for her own situations, because she's offended by the fact that we see the situation for what it is, and we are seeing the seriousness of it more than she is, being the one who, you know, is living in this situation and has these children. You know, because she always says loud and proud she's the mother. But yet you have strangers on the internet who seem to care more about your children than you do. So this was her way of, I believe, trying to be offended that people are praying for her babies. So this is why she said what she said right here. The other thing that I want to say is, when she made mention of how she let the devil in and the devil took control basically over her life and why her life is what it is, she tried to, you know, kind of change the verbiage around by saying, well, maybe not the devil, maybe you can call it a cancer or something, but understand she meant what she meant. And some people may think she's trolling when she speaks on this. To some degree, yes, she may be trolling, but I also feel there is some truth behind it, because this is what I've said to y'all recently, you know, back in a couple of videos. I said that I do believe what Olivia does to try to take control over the conversations that are being had over here, she tries to use my words and my talking points and pass it off as if this is her own knowledge and understanding. And so this is what I see right here. I do see her acknowledging, if you want to call it acknowledging, that what I'm saying is true. And she's speaking on it in the way that she is to make it seem like this is her own knowledge that she's already had. But no, she's acquiring this knowledge because she's listening to what I'm saying over here. Like, let's just be very clear. But you can clearly hear her say the moment you let and she was about to say spirit, but she chose to say stuff into your life. See, Olivia knows she's listening and she's trying to watch what she says without giving it too much away, but it's like there's really no way you can pivot around in your conversation that's not going to reveal the source, which is myself. You're getting your information from over here and you're trying to spin it in a way, like I said, to make it seem like you know what you're talking about. But let's just talk about this for just a quick moment. This is why your life is in the position that it is, because it's not just the alcohol. It's the multiple men you have entertained, and this is what I've said before regarding soul ties. Every time you lay down with a man, Olivia, those men harbor multiple spirits. Multiples. And you are just acquiring all these bodies. It's not just your body count is high. Your spiritual body count is extremely high. And you wonder why you are out here just looking a complete hot mess. Your life is looking a complete hot mess. And so, yeah, when you talked about detoxing from alcohol, detoxing from men, you very much need a spiritual cleanse. And so when you speak about this residue that's left behind, this is what we see. And this is why, you know what I'm saying, we can call out the toxicity and the dysfunction over there because we see the residue that is being put on display. And then you want to wonder how it is we can say the things we say because we see it. But you very much need to take this seriously, and what you're saying over there, you actually really need to like walk the walk, not just talk it over there, Olivia, because it's very much time for you to turn this around because this is really looking extremely bad. Like, it's beyond bad. This is tragic. It's very tragic. And you just continue to display what it looks like when a person continues to go down the wrong path.
I just need to like get my head on straight. I need to get my head on completely straight. And that's why I really want to go, and I want to like, when I get home, I want to put on my sweatsuit and I want to sweat this liquor out of my body. Like, I don't even want any traces of it, you know, like, I don't. And I'm not going to drink. I'm not going to drink until New Year's. Like, that's my own goal for myself. Not, you know, people get in their feelings when I talk about not drinking. But there's a reason why I wasn't drinking. It's because drinking is not good for you. But it's fun, you know, it's fun to drink. It's a release of stress. It's like, it's fun, you know what I mean? It is what it is, but it's not good for you, not at all. And that's why I was, you know, I was doing so good off of it. So we're gonna have fun off of it again. That's what we're gonna do. She's so funny. She said no more roster. Yeah, no more roster, y'all. Especially for me, like a person who deals with so much stress like me and so much bullshit like me, I really should be on like some type of psych drug. You know what I mean? An anxiety medication, a depression medication. In real life, a person like me would be on some shit like that, but I don't want to take that type of medication, so I supplement it with a lot of, you know, mood vitamins, honestly, and they do help. They do work 100%. And then on top of that, with the working out, yes, it works.
I mean, that was a little weird to say. Why would she say in real life? Olivia, you're on a live stream showing your real life. I mean, that was really weird that she would say in real life she would be on a psych drug. So basically what you're saying is, you know, it's very possible that this is something that you need. Because again, why would she say in real life? What other life are you living in? Like, I know you live in a imaginary world because you make up a lot of things in your head to justify your behavior. You put on a face when you're on the camera on social media. But girl, you're in real life. So what does that even mean? And the fact that you're saying that you take vitamins to help with your mood, obviously they're not working. Obviously, because you are always showing anger and frustration and annoyance to your children. You're never wanting to be bothered. You're always easily aggravated with AJ. Like, girl, always fussing. You can never talk like you got some common sense. Everything that you say to your babies has to be at a high pitched voice. You just literally just stay at yelling. That is the level that they get the majority of the time. From the moment they wake up to the moment they lay down. So how is these mood vitamins actually helping your mood? How is it actually working, Olivia?
So, yeah, you know, you can, whatever you want to do. I just don't want to be on that type of medication because I don't think that shit helps. I think it masks the problem, but it doesn't solve the problem. When really, in actuality, vitamins and working out solves the problem. That solves it, and it keeps me healthy, and it keeps me grounded. You know what I mean? So, and that's why it's so funny when people are like, she does drugs. No, actually, I don't do drugs, and I've always chosen not to go the medication route and all of those routes. You know what I mean? I could also be a total pothead if I wanted to. It's my choice, but I don't do that either. So yeah.
So the fact that Olivia is saying that she doesn't want to be on those types of medications because she doesn't think they will help really says that she believes she needs to be on it. Because she spoke about being on psych meds, she spoke about being on anxiety and depression meds. So she's not saying she don't need it. She's acknowledging that she does, but she doesn't want to take it because she doesn't think it's going to work. Yeah, interesting. And my thing too, Olivia, if you really don't do drugs, why is it that every time you are due to take a drug test, you always, make sure you're cutting your nails all the way down to the nubs. You're always shaving your hair bald. And on top of that, you're dyeing your hair. You wax your whole body, including the inside of your nose. Like, who is going to do all of that before taking a drug test if they're not guilty of taking drugs? Why is it that all of your tests keep coming back inconclusive? Like, you do realize there's a difference between having a positive test, a negative test, and an inconclusive test. If your test is showing inconclusive, that means that there is something that was compromised in order for the test to read whether or not you actually are taking drugs or you're definitely not taking drugs. Like, it's just not adding up. Just like how we recently heard you entertaining another man and he was talking about shrooms and you told him you was on live. Yeah. So you're doing something over there, ma'am. You're definitely doing something over there. And you can continue to spin the narratives that you're not and that everybody's lying. But you know how you can prove the people wrong, Olivia? You know how you can shut a lot of people up? Is show all of the drug test results. Show it. Uncompromised, in the original state that it was in when you received it. Show that. That will shut everybody up. But you're not going to do it because I don't believe you're being honest.
But thank God on me. Thank God for my mommy too, because my mommy, if it wasn't for my mom, I would probably be that type of person.
Wow. So Olivia is saying that if it wasn't for her mother, she would be the type of person who would need to be on psych meds, taking depression medicine, and taking anxiety medicine. and she would be a pothead. This is what Olivia is referring to when she said that if it wasn't for her mom, she would be that way. Olivia, girl, what exactly does it say when we see that that's exactly what's happening here? Like in your real life? Yeah, we see you in your real life because you're streaming your real life, girl. Like, do you understand that when you cut the camera on, we see your life as it is in real time? Get it? So every time you come on here crashing out, every time you come on here drunk, every time you got a new man you're entertaining, every time we see how you talk to your kids, every time we see CPS coming in, every time we hear AJ letting us know what all you be doing when the cameras is off, this is your real life being exposed in front of the camera. So what exactly has your mother did to steer you from being in this particular situation? She hasn't done anything to steer you away because this is what you keep showing. So obviously her influence is not helping you at all. Obviously she hasn't done much to help to keep you from spazzing out and just completely showing how your life is just crumbling right before our eyes. Like, that's very weird for you to say that because we see what it is.
Depression or whatever you're going through. Like, these last couple months, I've been, I haven't even really been doing shit. That's the thing. Like, I've just been living, you know what I mean? Like, I just be living my life and, you know, like, I don't know. It's so funny to me because people I'm always under a microscope, so everyone judges everything I do. But it's like, I really don't be doing shit. You know, even the last couple months, like, yeah, I've been having drinks and yeah, I've been fucking around and yeah, I've been doing my thing. But there's nothing wrong with that. I'm grown. I could do what the fuck I want to do. It's just me being me. I know what I'm capable of, you know? And I know that I'm capable of so much more than just limiting myself to, you know, that type of living.
Olivia, if you are not doing anything wrong, if there's nothing wrong with what you just said you've been doing, you said all I've been doing is drinking, all I've been doing is messing around on men, but I'm not doing anything wrong because you're grown. If that is truly what it is, that you're not doing anything wrong, why would you say earlier that you feel that you have been compromising your self-worth? Why did you say that you've been compromising yourself when it comes to you getting the D? That's what you just said. So either you're doing something wrong or you're not. But the fact that you are trying to make it seem as if you haven't been doing anything wrong and you don't know why people are saying what they're saying because you're just living life and you should be able to mess around with men and drink because you're grown. But you're not just grown, Olivia. You're grown with 2 young children. See, like I said before, it would be different if you was a mother who has raised all of her children and all of your children are living their own life and you're an empty nester. That's not the situation. You have 2 young children that are under the age of 4 living in the same home that you reside in. And so every time you choose to entertain a random man, you're subjecting your 2 youngest children around that same random man that you know nothing about. That's what you're doing wrong. The other thing that you're doing wrong is how you're talking to them. You talk to them like they're grown men and women and they're toddlers. According to you, they're your babies. Those are my babies. I love my babies. If they are your babies, why do you talk to them like they're grown men and women? Like, make it make sense, Olivia. The other things that we see that you do wrong is you barely feed those babies. Barely. But we see you wolfing down food left and right. We see your children constantly telling you they're hungry, constantly saying that they want something to eat, and you deny them while you're stuffing food down your throat. That's what we see. But you don't see anything you're doing wrong. You never do anything wrong. It's everybody else. You can point the finger at everybody else. You can laugh at everybody else. But you're doing the exact same thing, but worse. But worse. Like, this is crazy that you literally fixed your mouth to say, I don't know why people are saying anything because I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm grown. Girl, this is not how a grown woman with 5 children, with 2 under the age of 4, behaves. And now you're trying to make it seem like you are always under a microscope, Olivia. Like, people are really trying to look very closely to find something wrong that you're doing over there. Girl, nobody needs a microscope. We don't need a magnifying glass. Like, we don't need no type of tool to try to see something wrong that's going on over there, because everything you do over there, you do it loud and proud. Yeah, remember, you love triggering people. That's what you say all the time. You love triggering people. You like to think about things you can do and say that will get under people's skin. That is what you do. Nobody needs to hold a microscope over your life to find something wrong. You do it all the time. Every time you cut that camera on, you say something wrong, you do something wrong. So stop trying to make it seem like people are nitpicking over there. No. You showcase it, and you know exactly what you're doing because you do it for views. You trigger people for views. You rage bait for views. You race bait for views. You know what you're doing.
I'm gonna like start going out and stuff. You know, when I get to where I want to be, I already told myself I'm gonna start going out. Like, a bitch needs a life. You know, I need a social life. But I do want to get to where I'm going first. So, when I do have my little girls' nights or whatever, I'm gonna, I'll be drinking once a week or once every 2 weeks, whatever. Probably once every 2 weeks because I get the kids every other week. So I can't have my girls' night that weekend. But the weekends I don't have the kids, I'll be having my girls' nights. And, I'll be having my drinks. But you can burn that off, you know what I mean?
So my question is, if you plan on going out and having a girls' night and only do it on the weekends where you don't have your 3 additional children, where is AJ and Kalani going to be? Because from my understanding, they're only in daycare until 6 p.m. So how are you having a girls' night and you got your 2 youngest children?
Social, yeah, brunches. I need to meet some girlfriends. I need to start doing shit, you know? Like, I need to. Like, I need to have a life. Mama needs a life, you know? So, but I want to start doing that when I get to where I need to be, you know? I'm not right now. But for sure. I do want to be in a relationship. You know, I want to date with intention. Like, I'm even going to take y'all's advice, and I'm not going to sleep with anybody until, you know, like, I'm going to do it the right way. But that's later. That's down the line. Right now, I just need to focus on me, focus on my babies, and that's it. Focus on getting me where I need to be. And not letting the stress get the best of me, you know?
Very interesting. Olivia said she's going to start dating with intention, and she's going to take our advice in not sleeping with these guys while getting to know them. Very interesting.
Yeah, because I'm getting older. Like, I want somebody to spend my life with, you know? Sex is all good and fine, but I kind of want the real thing a little bit, you know? I kind of want the real thing. But I'm not going to find that where I'm at right now. Like, I'm not going to find it not being where I'm at mentally, physically, like, And I already know that. The only people I'm gonna find are people on my level, and I don't want nobody right now, like on this level. Like trying to get their mental together, trying to get their stress under control. Like, I want somebody who's already, you know, at that level. Did y'all hear that man that came in my house earlier? He said, "Ooh, you sure keep your house nice and clean. I've been to some dirty ass houses today." Sure do, honey. Alright, y'all, chicken is done. That looks so delicious, honey. Okay, so there's dinner. I gotta make veggies and shit, but I'm not gonna make that right now.
So that was pretty much all for this live. I'm going to see y'all in the next video. It's OneLove, and I'm out.